Greetings! Happy new days, beloved. Welcome back, and welcome to the best days of your life. Are you depressed? Are you depressed? Today we're looking at depression. Yes, you're here with a mental health professional, and we are discussing depression. Okay? So what we do know that depression is a cycle of the emotions of numbness, sadness, even anger, right? These are consistent feelings, right? And they usually, in order for it to be called depression, it has to have been present for at least 2 weeks, right? At least 2 weeks of this cycle of is more than just sadness. It's like an overwhelming feeling of sadness. You might find it difficult to start your day, get out of bed, even interact with people that you love, right? So that best friend, you're not taking her call anymore. You find it hard to parent, or even go to work. There's can be this disconnection, right? You're um, detaching from society, you're detaching from work, even the things that you really enjoy. You're not focused on it. There's a lack of concentration. Depression can look like guilt, sadness, a great deal of sadness. So we're not just talking about, we can all get sad, right? You can be upset about something. You might blow a tire, or you had an unexpected expense. So we all get feelings of sadness, but this feeling of sadness is something that is continuously happening, right? There's a great difficulty to separate yourself from that feeling, that heaviness of sadness. And because of that, you find yourself unable to interact with people that you love, unable to parent, spend time with a spouse or even friends. And this is overwhelming. It's not something that you can just push through, or if you're not addressing it, it can turn into something even deeper. So when we are looking at depression, it happens over a period of time, right? And oftentimes, there's been studies to support that this feeling of depression can go on for years without us addressing it, right? And so now we're going to look at these 9 elements, right? There's about 9 elements that they have been able to say are connected to being diagnosed with depression. So here we are with the first one is little interest, right? Little interest. You have little interest to perform tasks that you even once enjoyed, right? And you are lacking having the feeling of pleasure. Nothing is giving you pleasure anymore. So even the things you enjoyed, you're finding them um you're disconnecting from them. You're not finding them enjoyable anymore, right? And so then we have the feeling of feeling down. There's this feeling of hopelessness, right? And it's again, this is happening over a period of time. This is not something that is happening once a week or because a particular experience happened. It's something that is you're continuing to have this feeling of down, numbness, emptiness, if you will. And then we have sleeping, right? And this can look different. You might find someone with depression that is oversleeping, just like you might find someone who can't sleep, right? They're no longer able to sleep for long periods of times. And then you might have where someone's depressed and they're sleeping all the time, but they never feel well rested. Even upon getting 10, 12 hours, they're still not feeling well rested. Appetite, and this could again be on different spectrums from overeating to undereating, right? So we have poor appetite. Little energy. Little energy is next on the list. So this may look different, and for one person it could be little energy as far as They're even with getting so much sleep, they're getting the sleep, but they after the sleep they're still not feeling energized, they're disconnected, the energy is very low, right? And then so next we have constantly feeling bad for yourself, right? You're constantly upset, feeling bad. That's again that feeling of hopelessness. Um, and then next we have concentration. There's a lack of focus. You're unable to concentrate. You might be unable to get daily things done, right? You're unable to complete projects. It might look like that. Or you're not being very effective. You're completing these projects, but you can tell there was little effort and energy placed into them, okay? And the next one then, which would be 8, would be speaking slowly. You're speaking and moving slowly so point to people can literally notice it. They notice that, hey, this person is moving at a much slower pace. Again, that energy is low, okay? And lastly is suicidal thought. And we know that this one is on the very severe side, right? Suicidal thoughts is last on that list. That's number 9 for us.